celebrates National Doctors' Day today. They never stop, not for the clock, not for the pain, not even for themselves. They show up day after day, night after night for us. We often see the white coat, the stethoscope, the prescription pad, but we often miss what lies behind them. On account of National Doctors' Day, we at the Federal talk about the physical and mental health issues that medical professionals overcome. A recent nationwide study by the United Doctors Front reveals a growing mental health crisis among medical students. This is largely driven by excessive work hours and intense pressure, a part of the package, one guess. The study, titled Excessive Duty Hours and Mental Health Crisis Among Medical Students, revealed that over 62% of medical students report working more than 72 hours a week, with 84.77% experiencing mental health issues like depression, burnout, and anxiety. Even more concerning, 86.52% say their overwhelming workload compromises their efficiency and the quality of patient care. Dr. Lakshay Mittal, UDF President, highlights the need for an institutional provision of mental health counseling and grievance redressal mechanisms for doctors.
United Doctors Front has started a campaign, a peaceful campaign called Work to Rule. We are urging all the medical students to comply with the guidelines as per NMC and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the strict duty norms, duty working hours, without interfering, without affecting any patient care. This is not any strike or protest. This is for the dignity, for the medical reforms, as per the policy.
Beyond long hours, medical students and doctors face sleep deprivation, burnout, and exposure to infectious diseases which pose serious health risks. Mentally, the toll is even higher. High stress, anxiety, and the emotional weight of traumatic cases and patient losses take a profound impact. The United Doctors Front is calling for action, promoting work-life balance, providing accessible mental health resources, and encouraging support from health authorities.
See, off late, if you see, what I have seen is a transition when it comes to work of a professional, especially health professional again. Because prior to COVID or even 10 years, a decade before, there was a little systematized work was there. But now, are always on the toes. That is because I feel that there is no work-life balance that is happening, because we are always on the call, approaching clients, and they do contact health professionals when and where they require. So I think there's this work-life balance is missing, and that is leading to a greater burnout aspects among health professionals. So, and burnout effects, we all know what really happens. So obviously it will take a toll on your sleep first, then on your body, and then finally it affects the mental health.
The challenging work environment often puts pressure on the medical professionals, as patients and their attendants often regard them as life saviors.
Often sit across from men in deep distress, not just physical but emotional. Whether it is a young man battling erectile dysfunction or a couple silently crumbling under the weight of infertility, these aren't just medical cases. These are human stories, and those stories stay with us. Sometimes we go from explaining azoospermia to performing a nephrectomy to hearing a patient cry about his failed marriage all in one day, without pausing a breath. Like sexuality, fertility, masculinity, patients just don't bring symptoms. They bring shame, guilt, and broken relationships. We are expected to offer scientific clarity, but often most first navigate the emotional chaos created. Have you ever felt drained after a consultation, had to jump straight into a surgery or the next patient? Yes, this is our normal, but this should not be our forever. We are trained to heal others, but rarely taught how to hold space for ourselves. We are juggling packed OPDs, late night calls, and surgical fatigue. We silently manage medico-legal anxieties and the fear of failure. And somewhere all this, we suppress our emotions because we believe we are supposed to. Eventually, we feel burnt out, fatigued, and when we try to make a break, there's a guilt of stepping back. How often do we turn that empathy which we show towards patient towards us? We need to start caring for ourselves too because we cannot pour from an empty cup. Take small breaks in between consultations or surgery like a short stroll, music, or even a power nap. Reframe your boundaries. Say, let's continue this tomorrow. It helps us serve the next patient better. Spend good quality family time and never compromise on that. Plan your sleep, diet, well, be routine on your workouts. There's no shame in approaching a coach for these.
This National Doctors Day, the message is clear. Care for others. Doctor and medical students need care too. The call grows louder for systemic changes to protect their mental and physical well-being.